these wallpapers have survived centuries, and some probably shouldn't have.
Oh.
Today, our friend Michael, wallpaper expert and designer extraordinaire, is here to rate and roast our chateau's wallpapers, and maybe help us decide which ones are worth saving.
Oh, if it's not...
It's Michael Petherick. Come to see you.
Wallpaper royalty in person.
Oh, God. I've got a drink in my hand. Oh, hello.
This is Michael
How are you
Petherick.
doing? Nice to see you. Hi, Rennie. How are you? I hear you've got some wallpapers to show me.
We have some wallpapers that we want to show you.
Okay.
You know,
like ones that were original to the building?
Original to the building. And some that are like pretty recent, so we want you to give your honest opinion about them.
I'll be as honest as I can. Yeah, it's interesting for me just to see old wallpapers, you know, like it's my passion at the moment. It's my new thing. So let's have a look, see what you've got, and I'll tell you what I think.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So what have we got here? Oh, that's a spider.
We got some scraps that were on the second floor. I am really fond of this particular
Oh, that's quite nice.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is like late 19th century. We've seen some like
Yeah, it's not a super old one. The 19th century ones were usually like textured papers. The later 19th century. I don't think it's block printed. Oh, actually, this is quite a thin piece of paper. There's a join here.
What do you think?
So it could be older. It's a nice design. I don't think it's block printed. I think it's
A roll?
yeah, roll printed. Yeah. He likes this one. I'm giving that a 3. If it was brand new as it should have been over a whole room, it could look really pretty.
Yeah.
I think the design is meant to kind of look like woven like a basket.
Exactly.
It's that sort of thing. It's not my taste, but it could be someone's taste. But I think you couldn't really do this pattern justice without having the same paper, because that's part of part of its charm is that sort of basket weave effect. This one's really pretty. Can I have a look at this one? This one has got potential. And it's even got its border as well. That's really pretty.
Yeah, the border is really, really beautiful.
This looks like a block printed one. So this is something I've learned recently, is that when wallpapers are done with like these engraved rollers where they go through the machines and the paper moves but the rollers turn, you get more of a raised texture like this, whereas the block printed ones give you a more flat texture. So this is probably, could have been block printed, this one. And this one also. So these are probably two block printed ones. That's when they use the wooden block. And then this one I think is done on a machine. This is how it should look. Okay, so it was originally white, because if you look at the paper, that's the colour of the paper underneath. So this was done with a distemper, which is a type of paint which is made of like chalk dust and water and maybe like a binder made of bone glue or something like that. But it's soluble, so when these houses get damp, you know, when they've not been lived in for years, it dissolves and it actually just comes off. So
That's very interesting.
the border has protected it. You see this white paint, it's basically made of chalk. It's not dirty, it's just the paint's dissolved and fallen off as dust. You can see here, this looks peach, but years ago the red dyes were made of cochineal. It's the old-fashioned red pigment that they used, but it's really light sensitive. So originally this would have probably been like a bright pink, and it's faded.
Wait, is that insect?
Yeah, so it's insect. If you look at a lot of old watercolours and artwork from years ago that use that pigment, all the reds are faded. Even that's even more pink.
Let's look at that.
I think it would have been even more like pink originally. And look, if you can compare, look.
Oh yeah.
That's really pretty.
1 to 5, like how you rate this?
Out of 5,
Yeah.
I'd give that one a 4, I think, that one.
4.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's enough there to reproduce that one. You've got to find the repeat.
There's a connection right here. There's a second one here.
I would say you'd need that much, and by that much, that's all you'd need to replicate the pattern. That one's got potential. I mean, as it is, it's not very nice, but if you have a little peek underneath. It doesn't have to be traditionally printed as well. The digital printing now is so good that it would look just like that.
Now here, Speaking of borders, because I really love this border. Like,
I wouldn't touch that one, by the
there
way.
is this one.
That green looks very much like Shields green,
Yeah.
which is made of arsenic. It's not enough there to kill you, but I would wash your hands after touching it. It's what you would call an acid green. If it's from the 19th century and in that acid green, then it's probably arsenic-based pigment. Oh, here.
Yeah, here.
This one was really nice, I remember. It's this one. I remember but it was all here. I said to them, it probably's got arsenic in it, so you might want to take it off. But it was a flock, you see. There's a bit of it left. It's a shame.
Do we have enough?
I'm not sure about that one.
The problem is, like, it kind of makes me think of cabbage.
Yeah, cabbage.
It's like cabbage.
It's like phallic cabbage.
Yeah. Phallic cabbage. I think it might have been interesting, had an interesting darker color when it was first, but maybe. But what I'm really interested is this one, because there's nothing under this one.
That's got to be...
No, this is old, man.
That's like 1940s, maybe.
I don't think so. I think this is older, because this was put on top of this, and this is 1920s tops.
Really?
Oh yeah, look.
Oh, maybe. Oh, it is raised.
It is.
Okay, so it's come off. So it's an old distemper. So it's old, yeah, it's definitely old. I've ruined that piece, sorry.
There was that fad, was like Retour d'Égypte, Return from Egypt.
Oh, yeah.
And they were like really into tents and stuff. So they would have like wallpaper that would replicate like the fabric of tents and things like that.
It would be a good idea just to document it,
Yeah.
because it might come back in fashion.
So
Yeah.
this,
Yeah.
I'm gonna rate like a 0 out of 5,
I'm giving that a 1.
a 1.
One,
Because he
Mike.
can give like,
I can't give 0.
Oh.
Can I give 0?
Yeah, you can.
I'm giving that a 0.
Oh.
but look, there's some
Just for-
very interesting elements.
Gustavus.
I do think it's very Art Nouveau,
But
the shape
the
of it.
phallic thing. This
Yeah,
is
it
like-
looks like...
Let's move on.
Well, let's move on.
Well, because there's actually a video of you on the internet here, and this was all wallpapered.
I think it was on British television for series 1 of Escape to the Chateau DIY. Back in 2018, I came to visit the chateau when it was like in a really bad state, and it was the old man that owned it before the previous owners that you bought from. But I remember there was wallpapers everywhere, but back then I had no interest in wallpaper, not really. I think this place is made for wallpaper. You could just go crazy in here, like if there were really nice ones, you know?
Yeah, it's scène de chasse.
Yeah, there's the stag and they're hunting, yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's super old. I think it's 20th century. And you've got more of it. Oh, right, okay, yeah. On here it looks blue, so it's faded.
Yeah, it's fading.
So that's quite nice.
La chasse Louis XV, impression du la nuit, is that? La nuit?
L'année?
Oh, lundi.
Lundi or l'année?
L'année.
Now that I'm looking at that, this looks probably like it could be like 1960s.
Yeah.
It's not as old as you think, but it's probably a reproduction of a much older design. Oh, I like the design. I think that's a good 4.
Yeah.
But for like old, like for age and history, it's not a very old one. So, but yeah, I think I'll give it a 4. I would put that somewhere. Oh look, it's Saddam's. Oh, Trump's been here. Hey Donald.
Here, they used to have like, it's too bad because I can't find this.
Oh, behind radiators are great for wallpapers.
there's this like, and this is very, I would say this is
Empire style.
Empire. That's what I'm saying. Like they were all into the Empire thing.
Yeah, swags and ribbons.
Oh, there's like some scraps actually down there.
Could we get it out, or is that?
Oh yeah. No, this is just.
This is just coming off. Oh, that's a border.
Yeah, it's.
Oh, it's a border.
Oh wow. Oh, that's really faded.
This is what happens to the chalk-based paint. It gets damp, and then when it dries, the dust falls off and then
Yeah.
it gets damp, and then over the years it just falls off as dust, so the pattern's lost. Oh yeah.
Oh, look, you see there's like a couronne sort of thing there.
It's laurel. What do you call it?
Yeah, it's Empire. So it's becoming Napoleonic, that sort of style,
Yeah.
isn't it?
I think this hallway is supposed to be wallpaper because, like, for instance, see here,
Yeah.
it's like it's supposed to cover.
Oh yeah, yeah. This would have had wallpaper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we need to wallpaper this hallway
Yeah,
for
I mean,
sure.
actually, the best place to look is down the sides, because sometimes you'll see a line where there was like a wooden batten and little like nail marks, and I can't see that here. So I don't think there was ever fabric here. I think
Yeah.
It's always been papered. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, this is a modern one.
This
Yeah, this is a modern
It's like what 50s.
Could even be 70s. Not my favourite. What's interesting to look at is how it was printed. You see, this is before the age of digital printing. So they had to be able to print like this. So it's called something called gravure. It's a metal cylinder, and it's engraved with like microscopic dots, and it picks up the ink and then lays it on. And that's why you can actually see, if you look up close, you can see like almost like pixels. They usually use solvent-based inks. It's not like water-based ink. You could feel okay stripping this off.
What I do like about it is just the color scheme. Also with the pink fireplace, this was the mother's room as well.
Oh, yeah.
So I think in terms of just the vibe, I like
Is
it.
she still in there?
She's in there. She's under the bed.
One thing that we were discussing, as well as you know, like right now we're doing mostly, like structured work, but the sun goes up right there, so it's like a very bright morning light.
But also, you've got quite a lot of light coming through now, and it's the evening, yeah.
During the night. So the idea was kind of like
You could go darker.
making it warm as we go,
Yes.
or maybe colder, because we could get like the late afternoon light can be very warm. Taking this into account, the light, what would you do here?
I do love the chinoiserie.
Ooh.
But like really like an 18th century chinoiserie, not like the one I've just done, like something a bit older, Peonies growing up the walls and
Yeah.
exotic birds and things.
But in what tone? Like, would it be like more blue tone?
I quite like this nice sort of beigey tone as a background, but then like all your colours go on top.
I love that.
It sounds expensive.
Yeah, I'm printed on pure silk.
Pure silk. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's add that to the budget.
Yeah, we'll give quality of paper, we'll give it like a 1, but for colour scheme, we'll give it a 4.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's have a look. Digital printed, yeah. So it wasn't expensive.
I don't see wallpaper in a bathroom. There's a lot of bathrooms with wallpapers. But here I'm striving more for like early 20th century feel, so I'm gonna go with like tiles. Thing is, like here there's a problem. Like we're very close to the shower. As you can see, this is a solution that wasn't even ours. It was already like the previous owners. They had to protect it with a
Plexiglass.
plexiglass.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
so it means that it doesn't really work for here.
And the scale of the design is too small for a room this tall. You have to think about the pattern scale, and the size of the room. So for a big room, it's really tall, so you need a larger scale repeat. Whereas this is quite a short repeat. This is for like a small house. You need to go big or
Yeah.
go home.
Go big or go home.
The fashion for wallpapers now is really like a maximalist scale at the moment. So that people big repeats,
Yeah.
like oversized florals and things like that, and botanicals. That's what's really going to be in fashion.
So what's your rating on this then?
For pattern, I think probably 2. But for choice of room, 0.
Okay.
Okay.
There you've had it.
Yeah, it's kind of.
No, this is vinyl, and it's probably from, I'd say, the 1980s, the 1970s.
Okay.
-1.
It's not my taste, but I wouldn't put vertical stripes in a really tall room either,
Yeah.
because then it makes it seem even taller. I like it. If I was going to do this design, reproduce it, I would probably change this colour of this brown. So I would rework that. But I love this background, these greens and the grey. I think it's really pretty. It kind of reminds me of sort of old tapestries, you know, like with the woodland scenes and things like that. I think that's really nice, actually.
This is something I think if there's one wallpaper I would like to
Recreate?
it would be this one. I think it's really these trees right here.
Yeah. Yeah. It's old.
Yeah.
It's sorry, I'm just destroying the wallpaper. There's enough of it. It's done with distemper. And look how flat it is. There's no raised texture. So that was done with wooden blocks. That's block printed.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, they block printed like up until, you know, like the 60s or 70s. But so it is old, you know, but block printing isn't something that you can date it by. But it is a sign of quality.
But it's interesting, right? They would use, if it's a sign of quality, they would have it here on the second floor, which was pretty much a staff room.
Unless the children were up here. Maybe the parents are like fond of their children, you know, they didn't want to see them, but they wanted them to have a nice wallpaper. That's like for children, that wallpaper.
Yeah, it's a little forest
It's
scene.
like a forest scene. Yeah.
This is kind of like a swamp kind of thing. Right? No, but look, because I think this is supposed to represent water.
I think it's a lake. But I can see here there's rushes.
Yeah,
like, they
you
look like
see,
bulrushes or something.
Yeah.
You know, like
tropical.
it's a shame there isn't like a little frog or something.
Yeah.
And
We could add that in.
You could add a little frog in there, but I like it. I'm giving that 5. That one.
Yeah.
5.
I'm giving it a 5 because I like the colours. Maybe not the brown, but I like all the rest of it, and I like the style of it. I think it's soft. I think it's very in fashion. But if I was going to reproduce this design, I think it needs to be made bigger.
Yeah.
For today's modern markets.
Do you think this was originally brown?
I don't know. It might not have been brown. This might have been pink. So if it was using the old-fashioned pigments, it probably could have been pink, and that would make sense because pink goes really nicely with green.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
So imagine this was like a pink with a darker red, and all that's left is the brown that was used to mix with the red pigment to make it more of a Bordeaux colour. So imagine pink like a Bordeaux, and then you've got this bluish deep green and a light green. That would look stunning. Doing a digital print, you could do it any colour you wanted.
Yeah.
Whereas here with block print, you'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 colours in that pack.
That's quite a lot.
Yeah, so that was with 7 individual blocks that have to go through. So it has to go through the whole process 7 times. I love to scan a piece of that and then try and see what it looked like.
Yeah.
Just like in Photoshop or something, just change the colours.
Let's do it.
Yeah, but we've got to get a piece off. And the paint is water soluble.
So that's going to be tricky. Well, also we want to have Michael Petherick papers in here as well.
They will be Michael Petherick papers, won't they?
Yeah, exactly.
There'll be, oh no, not another Michael Petherick paper.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you exactly what this wallpaper is. It's not original to the chateau because I know the story of the previous owners who were trying to recreate the original wallpaper that was in here. Now it was probably, I think it was too expensive, 17,000 or something like that. It was like nearly 20,000. It was too much. But what this is a surface printed wallpaper. So it's a roller, and you can see as it lifts off, it gives you that texture. And this background is also a roller as well. It's painted on, well, it's like an ink, and it's got something called mica in it.
Well, they put that in makeup as well, mica.
Yeah, when we went to test another wallpaper that I'm doing in the factory, we did something quite similar to this. We did like a mica background with a matte, quite similar tones over the top. But I mean, it's a nice wallpaper, but I don't think there's no real like definition between which is the insert panel and the wood. I personally would have gone with a silk fabric, or even like not real silk. You can get beautiful fabric that's like rayon and viscose and stuff nowadays. But you can see the recess here. So what would originally, there would have been a wooden batten here all the way around, and the fabric would have been like kind of pulled tight and nailed it in, and then they would have been put like a nice bit of braiding or something, or if they were really clever, they could have actually folded it behind the wood and then nailed the wood on
I see.
with like discrete tacks. But what I want to know is where's the original wallpaper? Because I know they had some. They took it. I think they took it to the factory to have it like it priced up to be remade. So where is the original? Because there's no reason why I couldn't remake it for much, much less.
I don't know if you can see in the camera because I like the medallion.
I think
the medallion pattern.
I like the pattern. I actually think the pattern's really nice.
Yeah.
I just think in another colorway it might have been
Exactly.
because I know what she was trying to do, because when you stand here, it looks gold. When you stand here, look at that, and if you can see from here, it's not white. It looks like gold, so it looks like a beautiful like silk damask fabric, only from certain angles.
Yeah.
So I know what she was trying to do, because that's what I would have done, but maybe I wouldn't have chosen the reflective paper. I would give this paper like a 3 out of 5. Mm-hmm. It would be nice just to put back the original one, but then how do you know that the one that was here before is even the original from when it was the original? People replace wallpapers, don't they?
People replace
They get
wallpaper
tired.
after like what, 20 years, 30 years or
So
so.
you can replace the original.
Yeah.
Just do your own thing. I think this wallpaper is pretty good for this room. It's William Morris, you can't go wrong. William Morris designs, they're all out of copyright now. And they're even out of like the IP of the people that own, which is Sanderson Design Group. They own the blocks. I've actually seen the original blocks at the Anstey factory in Loughborough. Original blocks at the Anstey factory in Loughborough. Yeah, the sad thing about William Morris now is that there's no copyright on it anymore. So you kind of seeing people just making really cheap versions of it.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
But this is done with a roller, surface printed, so it's got all the different textures and patterns. You've got flexographic printing, which is this really flat finish, and then the raised bits is a surface print roller. So it's done really nicely. It's a really good quality wallpaper, so I think it's well chosen for this room, and it goes nicely with the wood paneling.
And it's similar to the color they had here before, I believe.
Yeah, it is similar, but then maybe this is a very English design and this is a very French room. So, you know, I quite like the franglais thing, and I've been doing it for years, you know. But also, it's quite leaning into like Art Nouveau. I think this was probably one of Morris's later designs, you know, as the Art Nouveau movement was coming in.
What worries me is that this was very, you know, like the previous owners, they went to the trouble of like, you know, putting these wallpapers up in this room. But we have a lot of work to do with the rest of the room. You know, have to really protect them if we want to like really keep them when we redo the boiserie, the fake wood.
So what's your rating on this then? Just as is.
It's a William Morris, and it's done traditionally, so we'll give it a 5 out of 5.
Yeah.
What? Oh no, all right. So we have 2 5s. We have an old 5 and a new 5. Well, thank you very much for taking the time to go through our scraps.
Scraps of wallpaper.
And
hopefully we can collaborate and
the arsenic and
thanks for that little dose of arsenic.
All right, let's get working on these wallpapers. Michael Petherick here is going to leave his telephone number is going to be on the screen right now. If you need a wallpaper.
Now that we've seen the good, the bad, and the downright confusing, we have a lot more information to help us decide what our future walls will say about this place. And before we can even think about repapering, we need to take into account what we learned from Michael and the fact that there may still be a few mystery scraps of wallpaper out there somewhere. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.